Okay, so you've just talked about Andrew Cogling engaged you in terms of they'd been doing some visioning. Where did it go from there? What was the next step?
So funding was secured for a 12-month project position, and I decided that was my interest. It was an opportunity for me to start to think about how we might be able to put some of these ideas into practice. When I arrived, which was in February 2007, I was pretty much handed this sheet of paper with nothing on it, which said we want to do preparedness, but really we don't know what it is that we want to do. So I then started to think through these issues in a bit more detail, consulted with more informally than formally, with a number of agencies, including AFAC, the Australian Fire and Authorities Council, Emergency Management Australia, some colleagues in Human Services, just to get a sense of what issues may be and perhaps how we might position ourselves. We also had a look at what was actually available across Australia, what was available here, looked at also New Zealand, America and Canada, and started to sort of unpack what these preparedness materials were telling people. What did we want people to do? And they were pretty clear about being informed about the hazards, building yourself an emergency kit, and making a household plan. So there's quite strong themes across all of those sort of materials. But what, again, from my mind, was they were very good in focusing on doing those actions to survive the hazard, but for my mind, there was something missing. But there's no reason why you couldn't bolt on additional steps or additional tasks for people to do. So in the household plan, think about income protection insurance, so that then you're protecting your livelihood. Think about having a will, because it just makes it so much easier for those who survive, should you die, to know what your intentions were. And it's interesting, when I was talking to people about things like wills, they said, oh, you don't need to put that in a disaster plan, that's not important. And I said, but I've been through Bali, and I've sat with and talked to people about what happened after Bali, and they had no idea what the intentions of their family members were, and it caused enormous stress. So again, simple action that you could undertake to reduce stress. So we started to think through some of those really simple basic things that you could add to the plan, should be everyday things, and again, the idea is to reduce the long-term or the unintended consequences of disaster.